Okay, yeah. So kind of brief us and tell us what happened up there when you actually got to talk with some of the council.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess I'll just briefly tell you. So my name is Gregg Kravitz, and I'm involved here politically here in Philadelphia. And this bill, as it's currently written, would have a crippling effect on the music and arts and culture scene here in Philadelphia. And as it's currently written, it would add a lot of unnecessary bureaucracy to the process, which would dissuade a lot of local acts from wanting to play here. And this would have a domino effect of with a negative impact on a number of the local arts and art schools that we have here in Philadelphia. Because people come here not just for the great arts education they get, but because Philadelphia has rightfully earned a reputation as being having one of the best underground music scenes in the country. So our demonstration here was really to voice our opposition to this bill as it was currently written. In our meetings with the Councilman Gridley's staff just now, it was made clear that the opposition in the community has been voiced to them by many different parties, and they have taken appropriate action to amend the language of this bill to simply make it a bill that would require owners to give advance notice to police if they choose to outsource the security for a particular event at their venue to someone else, to a private. And that's actually a very responsible bill to take. Our role at this point as a group, and we are very happy that they chose to amend the language to change it to a bill that does something responsible to make sure that we have a safer city. Our job as a group at this point is to just wait and see and make sure that the amended language reflects the conversations that we just had with the council and staff. And if it does, then I think everyone will be happy that we have some good legislation going through city council. But it's our job as citizens to make sure that our representatives are fulfilling what they said they would.
Yeah.
So we plan on doing it.
Yeah. So you feel like you reached a happy medium between both sides.
I mean, it wasn't even about a happy medium. It was about making sure that this bill was rewritten to do what it was originally intended to do, which was to give the police, which was to help the police be more proactive when it comes to events that are taking place in venues that are not under the direct control of the venue ownership.
Proud of my city, I can say that. Lived here all my life. We're pretty culturally and racially diverse, and we're trendsetters out here. But laws are not made for the people. Laws are made by the people for the people. Yeah.
So this bill is basically to kind of improve security?
I mean, the bill as the amended bill, as it was described to us just now, would simply help improve security measures here in Philadelphia when it comes to events that are being managed and organized by people other than the venue owners themselves.
And then so really, what exactly are the specific problems that you didn't like about the bill in the first place? Can you just be a little bit more specific?
The original bill versus the new bill might as well be two completely different things. The original bill was going to potentially was potentially going to create a process that where a promoter might spend a ton of money promoting an event, and within 10 days of the event, all of a sudden, for any reason whatsoever, that event could just be canceled. And it was also going to require, for some of these smaller acts and smaller venues, open mic nights and all these different smaller groups to all of a sudden be applying for permits when permits aren't really necessarily needed for the type of event it was going to be, especially if it's at a venue that's already approved venue, that's a legal venue, that's paying their taxes, doing everything they should be doing. So it was just going to add a lot of unnecessary bureaucracy and dissuade a lot of local acts from being able to perform here in Philadelphia. And it sounds like the controversial provisions of the original bill are going to be eliminated, which is what we would like to accomplish.
Great. Thank you so much. One last question. Moving forward with your career, what do you think you're going to be doing for, I guess, politically for the next couple of months, years from now? What's your goal?
At this point, I want to continue to be involved in the community, and my election and elections in general bring to light the fact that there are a lot of voices that aren't being heard, and we have a lot of people in power who frankly are not earning their paychecks, and I think we need a lot of fresh leadership on many levels of our government, and I'm just going to continue to stand up for things that need to be stood for. And whether or not that means I'll run for something in the future or I just continue to be involved in the local community here, time will tell. But I'm not really concerned with my own political ambitions at the moment.
Great. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Bureaucracy! Keep the music free! No 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 bureaucracy! Keep the music free! So yeah, we'll keep you updated.
If I need to know like exactly where to go to get some information about this, can you like tell me right now like where, like if there's like a website or like some sort of place I can go on the internet?
Okay, well, we don't actually have a website set up, but we do have some online petitions going on and some Facebook groups, so we'll probably be networking through that. Though actually a lot of this, as you could probably have guessed, is through word of mouth and just telling everyone to come out.
If I go to Facebook, what do I look for?
Okay, if you go to Facebook, you can look for Steve Ross, or Heather Parker. We've been kind of co-heading this, so if you contact us, we can definitely keep you updated on when protests are going on or when the bills can be voted on. Right now, we believe it will be June 8th, so we're just getting a lot of action and before that.
No bureaucracy!